Reba McEntire spoke with NBC Insider about the thrill of performing with her group of gifted artists as Season 28 of The Voice draws to a thrilling conclusion. She also revealed the song she would play for a blind audition if she were in their position. Even McEntire, a confirmed comedy sensation and multi-decade country singer, had her start someplace. The blind auditions are a once-in-a-lifetime chance for many artists of The Voice to connect with viewers and offer their all. Therefore, it's crucial to choose a song that will give the turned-around coaches the best first impression of their incredible potential. McEntire spoke with NBC Insider about the song she would pick to sing during a blind audition if she wanted to wow the coaches ahead of Season 28's live finale, when the coaches performed with their best artists before Team Niall winner Aiden Ross was declared. McEntire stated that she would probably perform Teddy Swims' 2023 hit song Lose Control to impress the fictitious coaches panel, even though you might expect her to choose a song by one of her longtime country idols, such as Dolly Parton or Barbara Mandrell. Love that song. Speaking about the well-loved Swims song, McEntire gushed. McEntire is a well-known admirer of the song, choosing it for the epic Teddy Swims battle between Adam Bohannon of Team Reba and KJ Graham during Season 26 of The Voice. As she departed the red chair and joined Team Reba and Team Niall on stage for a spectacular evening, the country music icon also talked to NBC Insider about some of the thrilling performances that fans were treated to. A coach's performance on The Voice is always a hit. Coach Niall Horan was not present because he was on vocal rest, but McEntire, Michael Bublé, and Snoop Dogg took the stage to start the evening with a powerful performance of Journey's Lights that quickly got the entire crowd moving. Before several artists from The Voice Season 28 joined the coaches on stage, Journey founder Niall joined them on the electric guitar and gave a stunning solo, as if that wasn't thrilling enough. The coaches snuck into Journey's classic hit song Don't Stop Believin' for the final crescendo, which sparked a wild round of applause and an exciting collaboration between the Season 28 coaches and talent. McEntire joined frontrunners on Team Reba and Team Niall to support her dear buddy Horan, who was still on vocal rest, following a fantastic set with her fellow coaches. The Season 28 coach joined her Team Reba third-place runner-up, Aubrey Nicole, for a moving duet of Mary, Did You Know? For a performance that McEntire warned would be emotional. The performance, which featured a string orchestra, was ideal for the live finale with a festive theme. McEntire told NBC Insider, "I know my artists, I know what they like," as she anticipated her duet with Nicole. Throwing something on them makes them look like a deer in headlights, which is cruel. "Oh, I love that song," is what you want people to say. Following the heartwarming duet between McEntire and Nicole, McEntire joined Team Niall's trio DEK of Hearts for a thrilling performance of Santa Claus is Coming to Town. Even though McEntire is no stranger to the rock genre, seeing the legendary country singer rock with DEK of Hearts was amazing. With fantastic vocals, sparkling neon Christmas trees, and backup dancers dressed as Santas, they put on a high-octane show that left the audience feeling festive and upbeat. For decades, Reba McEntire has dominated stages, topped charts, and influenced the foundation of country music. With a career spanning generations and a voice as recognizable as a close friend, it's natural to believe she would enter any singing competition, knowing exactly which song best captures her legacy. However, fans were reminded that Reba's craft has always been based on heart, instinct, and fearless honesty, rather than predictability, when she recently disclosed the unexpected song she would pick if she were auditioning blind on The Voice. The decision wasn't immediately apparent. It wasn't one of her most successful songs. Furthermore, many people didn't anticipate it from a woman whose catalog features some of the most well-known country songs ever. Rather, Reba's response provided a unique insight into her artistic thinking and the reasons she is still regarded as one of the most prestigious voices in music today. A legend thinks of herself as a novice. The concept itself is nearly unbelievable. Reba McEntire, an unknown contestant on The Voice, stood with her back to the judges, expecting to be persuaded solely by sound. No name, no standing, no past, only a voice in the shadows. For Reba, the purpose of that thinking exercise is connection rather than ego or fantasy. She has worked as a coach and mentor on The Voice for years, paying close attention to blind auditions and determining in a matter of seconds whether a singer possesses anything unique. She therefore gave an answer that had nothing to do with fame or nostalgia when asked what she would sing to get those chair rotations. Its foundation was narrative, not the expected hit. Fans might think Reba would choose one of her trademark songs, which are daring, dramatic, and instantly identifiable. A powerful ballad, a classic in the country, a surefire showstopper. However, Reba's unexpected decision highlights a more profound aspect. Instead of picking a tune that was meant to be technically impressive, she was drawn to a composition that would enable her to simplify everything and let the feeling take precedence over the skill. There is more to the song she cited than just vocal prowess. It has to do with emotional truth, language, and vulnerability. It's the kind of song where every breath has weight, every pause communicates, and every syllable counts. And that's what makes blind audition successful, according to Reba. Why feelings are more important than strength. Reba has witnessed hundreds of blind auditions over the years. She has witnessed artists with large voices fall flat, and others with more subdued voices move entire audiences to tears. If she has learnt anything, it is that emotion, not power, is what makes people change. Reba's choice of song is an excellent example of her mindset. It's not ostentatious. No vocal acrobatics are used. Rather, it transports listeners to a moment, a narrative that is being told in real time. That's where music lives, in Reba's opinion. She has long held the opinion that singing is more about expressing who you are than it is about showcasing the power of your voice. The music itself must be the most important element at a blind audition, where appearances are irrelevant and backstories are not yet revealed. Additionally, Reba is a master at letting a song do the talking. A tip for future artists. Fans of The Voice and aspiring singers alike were immediately talking about Reba's announcement. Why that particular song? Why not something more ambitious? Why not something more secure? The solution is straightforward. Genuineness surpasses expectations. Reba's decision sends a strong message to anyone who aspires to be on that stage. The loudest voice in the room is not necessary. It's not necessary to follow trends. You need a song that sounds like it was written just for your voice and fits you perfectly. Reba reminds musicians that uniqueness doesn't always mean new. It may also mean true. By selecting a song that catches people off guard. Observing the performance from a coach's perspective, Reba's response is all the more intriguing since it so accurately captures her experience as a coach. She doesn't think in the manner of a competitor seeking praise. She thinks as if she understands what causes a judge to pause, pay attention, and feel. Reba has long been known as a loving, wise, and honest coach on The Voice. She pays close attention. She has an emotional connection. Additionally, she exhorts artists to embrace their true selves rather than focusing on their ideal selves. That attitude is perfectly reflected in the song she would sing herself. This type of performance wouldn't yell, "Look at me." It would whisper, "Listen to this," gently. And that quiet assurance can be the most potent force of all in the realm of blind auditions. Reba has always exceeded expectations throughout her career. Longtime admirers shouldn't be shocked by this unexpected music selection. Unexpected shifts and bold reinvention have been the cornerstones of Reba's whole career. She has never let herself be confined to a single sound or image. From traditional country roots to crossover smashes, from heartbreaking ballads to light-hearted anthems. Additionally, she has never shied away from displaying vulnerability. Her most cherished performances are remembered for their emotional honesty. The way she makes her audience feel heard, understood, and less alone, rather than their vocal fireworks. Therefore, it makes sense that Reba would pick a song that does just that when she imagines herself as a blind audition vocalist. The influence of initial impression. Reba is more aware than most that blind auditions are about first impressions. Judges make decisions about whether to turn their chairs in a matter of seconds, and these decisions are frequently emotional rather than rational. Reba would pick a song that does more than just highlight her voice. The goal is to create an authentic moment that the judges would sense before they even knew why. That is the type of performance that leaves an impression. It's the kind that keeps coaches talking about it long after the lights go down. Reba herself has repeatedly twisted her chair in this manner. Fans respond to Reba's unexpected response. Fans reacted quickly to Reba's choice, with many acknowledging they never would have expected that song. Others commended her foresight, describing the decision as so Reba, brilliant, and unexpected. It confirmed what longtime fans already knew. Reba McEntire doesn't adhere to formulas. She acts on impulse. Additionally, she has had one of the longest-lasting careers in music history because to her instincts. Younger viewers, particularly prospective competitors, saw it as a masterclass in song selection, demonstrating that finding what works for you is more important for success on The Voice than mimicking what succeeded for others. Why Reba should be on The Voice. A reminder: moments like this demonstrate why Reba McEntire is such a fantastic fit for The Voice. Even if her presence on the show has always felt natural, she is aware of both the coach's duty and the singer's vulnerability on stage. Her unexpected blind audition song selection is more than simply a light-hearted hypothetical. Her admiration for the art of performance is evident from this. She is aware that the best music doesn't overpower. It has resonance. Beyond a song, a philosophy. Reba's response ultimately has nothing to do with a particular song. She has lived by this concept for decades. Sing from the heart, and everything else will fall into place. Reba McEntire wouldn't attempt to outperform the other contestants if she were simply another hopeful voice taking the stage on The Voice. She would attempt to outstimulate them. She would have faith in the song, the narrative, and the present. Most likely, all of the chairs would continue to turn. Because genuine artistry is based on truth rather than celebrity. And Reba McEntire has always been able to communicate that with precision.